Now you might be asking yourself, why have I grabbed the keys to this Mini and not any of the other nice things that we have in it at the moment? I'll give you a bit of a backstory. I've had a bit of a turbulent past with classic Minis. Not in a bad way, but not quite in a good way. Lots of people love them, and I've never quite understood the fizz. I've never got it. Some of them have had way too much power and they've been trying to kill you. Other ones just haven't been quite built to the caliber that I'd expect. But this one on the outside, it's got all of the nice bits. So is this one going to be the one that changes my mind? Now, first impressions of the Mini, it's good. I'll try and talk over this, but the level of detail in here is absolutely exceptional. The chap who we bought this from has owned it since 1976, prior to us buying it. And he's built this car, and the level of workmanship is incredible. Everything where I'm looking, the cage work, all the welding, how the dash is set up, is all period correct. We're only doing 45 miles an hour at the moment on a 60 limit road. This is what we're dealing with. It's extremely raw. I think raw's the best word. But most of the noise is a straight cut gearbox. It's got a dog box in it, so obviously the gears are straight cut, they're not helical. It's obviously gives you the whine. With fifth gear, it's a 5-speed box, 45 miles an hour, and this is what we're dealing with. But it's got quite a special gearbox, it's got quite a special engine. So anyway, we just turned on to some twisty roads, so obviously we can try and see what this car's built for, because obviously it's very rally orientated, very track focused. It's a very capable car on the outside, and it definitely feels it. You ready, Nathan? I'm just gonna lead it in a bit. You ready? I like this. It's good. Up in the rev range is definitely the sweet spot. So this has actually got an A-series engine in it, but it's been converted to 16 valve with I think it's called a K1200, I think it's a BMW motorbike head, which is a lot of work. But it basically means that this can rev to the moon. I don't know if you heard. I think it's cut off just after 8,000 RPM, like safely, but they can go a lot more than that. This is so good. It's definitely motorsport to ride, because as soon as you start giving it a little bit of beans, we're only following a van, but that felt mental quick. But everything starts to make sense, everything starts to work when you start giving it a bit of beat. Might be starting to win me over a little bit. So to probably talk about what it's like to drive. It's definitely very involved. I am concentrating so hard, and like everything feels a million miles an hour. Like the car's so small, you're literally sat on the floor. It's a hell of an experience. It's extremely raw. That's the best word for it. It feels like there's so much going on, but realistically, it's just really simple. The steering input is minimal for the steering output. The gearbox, you need to think that you're going to change gear and then change. There can't be any hesitation. That's part and parcel of a dog box, a straight cut gearbox. But yeah, as soon as you start to actually use it for what it was made for, get it up in the rev range, start to do a bit of spirited stuff, it just all makes sense. It's incredible. We've jumped outside the car now, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. Aesthetics wise, I love the look of this thing. It's simple, it's purposeful, it's not too different from the original car. The original car is a 1963 Mk1 Cooper, a genuine one with all the paperwork to match. The previous guy who owned this has owned it since 1976. Insane. He's obviously built it to this standard, which is incredible. Well done to you. Like, if I met you, I'd shake your hand. Like, it is top notch. Nothing's been touched too drastically on the outside, other than let's talk about the elephant in the room, the bonnet. It's a big old bonnet, but that's for good reason. Throttle bodies, K1200 head, an A-series bottom end. Everything on this is motorsport. Everything that's been done, motorsport. It's incredible. Down the front here, you've got a tubular work, so it's just absolutely proper. I can see some quick release fixings down there as well, that obviously makes it easier to work on. The person who built this actually worked in motorsport and had done for a lot of years, and just kind of did this as his hobby, I guess. So it's got some really cool things like the drive shafts, titanium, the rear beam, titanium, which is just really cool. Obviously you've got the lightweight door hinges, there's extra seam welding on the car, well the whole shell has been seam welded, so you can see little bits like that on it. The colour might not be to everybody's taste, but I like it. It's Porsche Viper green, genuine mini lights in gold, but inside as well, like the door cards. Come look at the door cards, Nathan. They wrap around the cage. Incredible. Moving our way around the car, Lexan windows, lightweight. Come look in here. Everything's just done period correct. But even the seating position's really good for a Mini. It's sat right back between the B pillars. Gear shift mechanisms, all motorsport. Long reach switches so you can reach them easily when you're giving it the big one. It's my favourite detail. It's probably all the tack and stuff on the passenger side for the co-driver. It's just really nice, and all of it put together as a whole, it's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's definitely winning me over. Definitely. Well, I'm delicately going to put this bonnet back on because I don't really need an excuse, but I want to go for one last little rip in this. Right, Nathan, get in, your co-driver. What do we think of the Mk1 Cooper? Has it changed my mind? One word, yes. It's awesome. I absolutely love the way this makes you feel, how you have to drive it to get its full potential. That's a bit of me. I like being fully involved with the car, having full control over everything. No driver aids, this is way before that time. But it's just awesome. Like, you don't even need to be going quick, just flicking it through some corners. Because it's so small, when he's so low to the ground, it just feels silly fast. And I think it's a bit more of a risk factor as well, because how big cars are nowadays, and you're sat down at the height of their wheel, it's definitely highlights a few things. It truly is awesome, and definitely a testament to the chap who built it. It's been built with all the best parts. You can tell how much love and care has gone into the build as well, and it just really is remarkable. It's proper car, and such a fun little thing. I love it, and it'd be really cool obviously to do a night rally with it or something, and actually take it to its full potential and stretch its legs, take through its paces. But even just being on these B roads and out in these secluded spots with Nathan, obviously, is truly magical. So if you already support the channel, thank you. If you don't yet, please like and subscribe. What's your favourite Mini? Do you like this? I know you haven't driven it, but it is, take it from me, oh yes, very good. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.